Hello Willow class, and welcome to our maths lesson for today. Today you can hear my voice instead of the White Rose videos because I would like us to go over again how to use arrays to multiply, as we were a little bit unsure yesterday. So if you're joining us for our live Zoom lesson a bit later on, you can still watch the video now. But if you get a bit stuck, you might want to wait and come to our Zoom lesson because I will be doing the same questions and a few more in that lesson later on. Okay, let's get started. Can I use arrays to multiply? Let's have a look. Here is my array on the screen. I've already circled my array so that I've made two equal groups. So let's have a look. In this group I've got 3, and in this group I've got 3. So I could work this out as 3 add 3, and I know that equals 4, 5, 6. So 3 there, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to write and fill in this sentence here. So I've got something, lots of something. So if I've grouped these three together and these three together, I know that I've got 2 lots of 3. Or in other words, 2 groups of 3. And I know that's the same answer, that equals 6. And the symbol that we learnt was this symbol here, and that's the multiplication symbol, okay, or you might have heard it as the times symbol. So 2 lots of 3 equals 6. That's the same as saying 2 times 3, or 2 multiplied by 3, they're the same thing, equals 6. So our multiplication symbol here, that means lots of or groups of. Let's have a look at this array in another way. So I've got the same amount of counters here, but this time, instead of grouping them this way in rows, I've grouped them like this in columns. So this time I would have 2 add 2 add 2, and I can count in twos, 2, 4, 6. Let's write that number sentence. 2 add 2 add 2 equals 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3 lots of, or 3 groups of 2. 1, 2, 3 groups with 2 counters in each group. So that's 3 lots of 2 equals 6. And remember, our multiplication symbol just means lots of or groups of. So now I can write that in my multiplication sentence as 3 times 2 equals 6. Let's have a look at another one now. Okay. If you like, you could pause the video now and have a go at filling in the gaps here, so creating the number sentences for yourself first and then play the video to see if you got it right. If you're still not sure, I'm going to go through it now. So let's have a look. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look at these as 1, 2, 3 groups. So in this group I've got 4 counters, this group I've got 4 counters, and this group I've got 4 counters. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 add 4 add 4, and I might count in twos now to help me. I might go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 4 add 4 add 4 equals 12. Now I can see I've got 1, 2, 3 lots of 4. Yes, I can see it here. I've got 1, 2, 3 lots of 4, which equals 12. So that means I need to write that as 3 multiplied by 4 equals 12. Now I could look at this a different way. Let's see. I could look at this and I could divide it this time into 4 equal groups. So in this time I've got one column of 3, another column of 3, another column of 3, and another column of 3. So I can write in my addition sentence 3, add 3, add 3, add 3. And is my answer going to change from this time? No, it's not. So this time is going to stay as 12. I don't need to add it up again. So instead of this being 3 lots of 4, now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of, or 4 groups of 3. And my answer's the same. And I'm going to write that as 4 multiplied by 3 equals 12. Okay, good job everybody. Let's have a think about this one here. Can we go straight to writing a multiplication sentence? Let's have a go first of all at splitting this into rows. So I've got one row with 5 counters in, and I've got 2 rows with 5 counters in. Let's have a think. That's the same as saying 5 add 5, and I know that 5 add 5, or double 5, equals, that's it equals 10. Let's write that as a multiplication sentence then. So I know I've got 2 rows of 5, I've got 2 lots of 5, so I write that as 2 times 5. 2 lots of 5 equals 10. Is there another way to write a multiplication for this array? Have a think. Well done. If you thought, I'm going to rub this one out, that instead of splitting it into rows and having 2 rows of 5 in each, I can now split it into columns. I could split it the other way. Let me just get my circle so I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this time I've got 5 groups of, or 5 lots of 2. And it's going to give us the same answer as 2 lots of 5, which is 10. Okay, let's have a look at one more question together, and then hopefully you feel confident enough to tackle today's learning. So this time I want us to have a go at drawing our own array to go with the multiplication sentence. And our multiplication sentence is 2 multiplied by 6, which means 2 lots of 6. Let's have a think then. So I only want 2 groups, so 2 rows, and I want 6 in each row. Let's have a check. 2, 4, 6, so that's one group, but I want 2 lots of 6, so we have to do another row like this. So that's 2 lots of 6. 2 multiplied by 6, and I can count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So my answer there is 12. If we wanted to do it another way, and we could swap it round then, we could have 6 times 2 equals 12. And I'll show you that on my array now, because I could look at it this way. So now I've got 6 lots of 2. Okay? Right, it's over to you now to have a go at writing the multiplication sentences that go with each array. There's a worksheet on Dojo for you to complete. I'll do a couple of examples with you. So here we've got either, we could say 4 lots of 2. So that would be looking at it this way. 4 lots of 2, just like that. 4 lots of 2 equals 8. And then we can swap it round. And I'll just delete those so that you can see that we can also show that as 2 lots of 4 equals 8. Like that. So for this one here, you could look at your rows first, and you could say, okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 3, and you can work out the answer. And you could do it the other way. You could say you've got 3 lots of 4. Okay, remember you can always go back through this video if you're still not sure, or send me a message on Dojo. Well done, everybody.